It's the CPA tip of the day. Having been a CPA since 1996, I've definitely had my fair share of using spreadsheets in Excel. For just getting started in business, with the entrepreneurial solo gig, or maybe for household finances, honestly, Excel is not a bad way to get your thoughts together and get yourself organized. But make no mistake, Excel is not an accounting system. If you're here looking for tips on how to use it for your day-to-day business finances or your small business, Excel is definitely not what you should be using. Let's take a minute and touch on some of the upsides for why you might want to use Excel and how to go about it. The first thing to say about Excel and spreadsheets is it's extremely customizable to whatever you're wanting to accomplish, especially if you have prior experience from high school or college classes. It's easily adaptable, and the things that Excel can do just keeps growing in a monumental way. Honestly, Excel and spreadsheets, it's a cheap solution. It comes pre-installed on so many computers. Not to mention, you can use Google Sheets, which is very similar to Excel, for virtually nothing. Probably one of the best things about Excel or a spreadsheet is it's universal. You can share it with anybody, and if anybody knows something about spreadsheets, it's like a universal language. Whereas an accounting system, if you want to share that with somebody, they have to be on the same package that you're on, and that can be complex. Depending on the task and what you're trying to accomplish, and if you're not starting with a template, my gosh, it can be overwhelming. It can be tedious to load all that in. And one of the most common things we see in Excel and spreadsheets is user errors, like formulas that don't add up what you think they add up. Maybe because you inserted a row or a column. This stuff happens, don't feel bad about it. Another thing to think about with Excel or spreadsheets is, even though they're the universal language and they're easily accessible, honestly, that's a flaw, because if you have private information in that spreadsheet or in that Excel document, it's really not secure. Anyone that could access your computer could access that information. The last thing to think about here with spreadsheets is, if you start out with it as your main way of tracking your income and expenses, it can't really grow with your business. Whereas an accounting system, well, an accounting system, you can start small, and if you grow, you can use it for a long time if you've chosen the right system.